This is the Brilliant Budget. I'm on the road to 10K where I show you every single buy, sell, and trade along the way to 10K. Right now, what I do is I buy at least $10 worth of stock or invest into Robinhood every single day and show you the whole path to 10K. Over this past week, it's been a pretty rough week. We've had inflation concerns with the market there, and that kind of gives the market a bit of concern when it comes to a lot of the rate cuts going on right now. If we look at the overall week here, VTI, the total stock market, is down 35 basis points. It's not too bad of a deal here. It's just overall really a risk-off mindset in the market, but it is down. I am going to probably stack up a little bit in the upcoming week or two to make up for this. SCHG is also down. They're more concentrated in the big winners, like say with tech. So with that being the case, they're also down quite a bit this week. My other holding, FDVV, normally is a pretty strong holding when it comes to downturns. However, this week has just been a little bit rough. I know the Iran conflict stuff happened during the weekend. However, there were signs that this was going to happen. And I think with that and a few others, along with the risk-off mindset from the market, they are down. And if you look here, their top holdings, they do have a bit of more of like the defensive holdings. However, with the overall drop in the market, it just went down despite the fact that NVIDIA did have good earnings. Nebius had a really rough week this week, down over 6%. I think a lot of this is just due to the big swings in the data center market right now, with CoreWeave going down quite a bit over the week. It's just been really rough. A lot of data centers kind of followed that trend. I believe a lot of algorithms go through and trade the stocks and sell it upon news like that, and this is just, they're the beneficiary of a lot of negative news in similar space. However, I don't really think it's a decline in their market right now. Overall, I think this is actually a great time to buy into Nebius, and I'll probably buy a little bit into that. Root actually posted really good earnings this week and had a big jump. They went all the way from in like 54 all the way to like a peak of about $67, but after that it just kept falling downhill, and it's actually lower than before the earnings, funny enough, even though they showed that they're doing really well. I think this is just a company where they're being impacted by the overall trend in the market, not really anything fundamentally with them. So it's actually a really good time to buy, in my opinion, and I did buy a little bit this week, and I'm likely going to buy a little bit more later on, depending on if I want to put more money into my new stocks. Amazon, on the other hand, has been doing pretty well this week. They actually signed a deal with OpenAI to go through and invest up to $50 billion into them. But also as well, OpenAI is going to use AWS. So while they're going through and kind of putting money towards OpenAI, OpenAI is kind of throwing money at them. So it's kind of a win-win for them. A lot of the money kind of just comes back, and they have a little bit of upside with that as well if OpenAI does well. Blocks, on the other hand, actually was break even for the week, and while we can see that it's pretty correlated with Bitcoin was actually down over, Bitcoin was down over the week. That's due to some of their other holdings here, as you can see below. Oh, I scrolled a little too far. Or no, I did not. I don't have their holdings at the moment, but I know they have quite a bit of holdings into NVIDIA, and with that being the case, I think we just have to go through and just trust in the company there. They have a lot of tech exposure as well, so while yes, they are down, or they are up a little bit, we just have to keep in mind that they are beating Bitcoin, so this is why I kind of keep continually letting the dividends flow into them. AMD actually had an amazing week. To start out, they released a deal with Meta to go through and supply them with a lot of chips. What was it? Yeah, $100 billion 5-year AI infrastructure deal. So that is absolutely amazing there. However, just with the overall trend with the rest of the week, they slowly but surely just lost all of the gains from that. However, we're still ending up at about break even with knowing that they are going through and sealing these strong deals. And I expect them to keep doing well over the rest of the year. UiPath, on the other hand, had a pretty rough week. I feel like it's just the overall trend with this stock. I'm really doubting whether or not I want to keep this stock. I'm down pretty bad on it. I bought when it was in the 15s and hype was really high, but it really died out along with other software companies, and that is where I'm kind of having to decide, what do I want to do with my money? Do I really want to go into it? It is just a small position, only $60, but it's one of those things where I have a small portfolio and I want to treat it like a big portfolio here that actually matters. And with that being the case, if I had $100,000, would I put 2.54% into Path? I don't know if I will, which is why I need to go through and really do a deep dive. However, I did sell Novo Nordisk earlier this week, and they've had quite a terrible week, with a lot of the news going on, especially with their CagriSema medication, where they were comparing it against tirzepatide, and it actually was inferior for the weight loss results in the trial. And things like that, you really want to be the front runner with the new medications, because especially in the same type of weight loss goal, if you're just offering an inferior product, people are just going to want to buy the better one. So with that being the case, I finally just said, look, I can't hold on to Novo Nordisk anymore. I sold it for quite a bit of a loss, as you can see right over here. I realized a significant loss because I was buying in the 50s and 60s for quite a while, hoping that they'd really go through and have that moving up to first place potential. However, I just think with them underperforming Eli Lilly, their decline in their guidance when they released earnings a few weeks ago, and a few other things, I just had to let go of the stock overall. But that is my portfolio update for the week. Right now, I have about $226 worth of cash to kind of go through and buy. Right now, I'm contemplating ServiceNow, Palo Alto Networks, and a few other companies to go through and figure out, do I want to invest in those? Because I know that cybersecurity and software has been beaten down, but I want a stronger software company that can utilize AI and prevent AI from disrupting them. A lot of the fear with software has really been there recently, so with that being the case, I want to capitalize on that fear and take up a company that is able to go through and capitalize on that and secure in a discount while still staying resilient against AI. But how did you do in the market this week? Just let me know in the comments.